You might have heard the saying, especially around this area, when I die, I want the Minnesota Vikings to be my pallbearers so they can let me down one last time. The Vikings are a professional football team located in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Their logo, as shown by my sweatshirt, is a Viking, and their colors are purple and gold. The Vikings are known for usually underperforming and generally having bad luck. My personal history with the Vikings comes from my dad, who unfortunately is a big fan. On the flip side, I have been fortunate enough to go to a couple Vikings games and be around the fans. The Vikings culture and the people in it are some of the most loyal because they have been there for the highest highs and the lowest lows. The camaraderie of being a Vikings fan is another reason why I associate with this culture. I see it as, at least we're all in this together. The sweatshirt I'm wearing represents more than the team, and I will elaborate on that later, and I will also present reasons why I associate with Vikings culture. Many professional teams have logos, but the Vikings logo has an important meaning for its fan base. Vikings clothing is used to show your support for the team. Like most teams, the Vikings have a wide array of merchandise with their logo on it, like sweatshirts, shirts, and jerseys. But it's more about what the logo symbolizes for Vikings fans. The Vikings logo symbolizes the togetherness of being a Vikings fan. You can find the clothing all over the Midwest. When Vikings fans recognize each other by their clothing, usually a shake of the head or small talk about how terrible our kickers are in order. I've told you about what the Viking symbol means. Now I'm going to reflect on it and the culture myself and give you reasoning why I identify with it. I've associated with Vikings culture for a long time, and I'm not going to change anytime soon. A main reason why I associate with this culture is the close relationships I have in this culture with people in my life. For example, my dad and I watch the games together, and it keeps us connected even though we're far apart. Another example is my friend and I are huge Vikings fans, and we can always talk about the games on TV. A main facet of being a Vikings culture is the togetherness that we Vikings fans have. The relationships I have with other Vikings fans are some of my most cherished. The bonds we have are something I can appreciate coming from a background in the Midwest that values tight bonds. I hope to continue making these tight bonds with other Vikings fans in the future. To sum it all up, Vikings culture may not be the most flashy or even a winning one, but in the end, it's our togetherness and love for the purple and gold that keeps us coming back. No matter how we support it, whether it be the clothing, watching live games, or the games on TVs with loved ones, we know we are in this together till the end, or at least until we find a kicker that won't shank field goals. Skol Vikings.